Well, what I'd have to say is I'm very happy the way the West Indies played this game. You know, I've seen the West Indies play a lot in recent times, and at times they have been a little bit, it has been a little bit depressing, because sometimes you look at them on the field and it's almost as if they are not really up for it. But I think on this time around, you could see that they really went out there committed to trying to win this game and really put in the hard work to win the game. And they played some good cricket. You know, having lost the toss and out to bat this morning, well, not this morning, this afternoon, and a pitch that seemed to have a little bit of moisture in it, and of course you saw the ball moving around. I think they applied themselves quite well. The opening batsmen, although they didn't put up a fantastic opening partnership, I think they applied themselves and got a reasonably good start. And then of course Samuels and Ramdin, that partnership pretty much was the icing on the cake. I think that pretty much sealed the game for the West Indies, because although we know that India have a very strong batting lineup, 300 and odd runs on any pitch always going to be very challenging. And if you get early wickets, that makes it even more difficult. And of course, you know, the West Indies got 4 wickets before India got to 100, which was always going to make it a very difficult task for India after that. I think so. I think because of what was happening off the field, and because, you know, people around the Caribbean and around the world might have been saying to themselves, well, here we go again. It's the West Indies team creating problems again, wanting more money. If they know if they had lost, that, you know, everything would have fallen on them and it's like a ton of bricks. So I think perhaps that helps to motivate them, that helps them to spur them on to really greater heights. One would hope that they'll use that same sort of motivation and same sort of commitment in all the games going forward. Not that you expect them to win every game, but just that same sort of effort and commitment. Yes, I think he wanted to prove a point. I think when he got to 100, when he looked up to the sky and shouted whatever he shouted, I think that was some weight off his shoulders to show everyone, okay, you didn't think I was back, well, here I am. That will always help people if you're willing to listen. You know, these senior players and people that have been there and have done it, they will always have a little bit of advice. Not everything that they tell you is going to be perfect, but you know, you'll always be able to pick up a few things from whatever they say that will help you in your career going forward. And it's good to know that he is still happy and willing to listen to senior players and past players. Well, I think you saw how well Suleiman Bell bowled. Suleiman Bell did an excellent job for the West Indies today. And although he didn't take any wickets, he kept the batsmen under serious pressure, and it was because of his bowling why the required rate kept on going up. And once the rate keeps on going up like that, you know, it creates problems for the batsmen. I don't think it's mental. I think it's slightly technical. You know, some batsmen who are a lot better than me were in the commentary box today. And I heard some comments that they made about the angle at which his bat is coming down. And although technically I wouldn't say I'm proficient at batting, as a bowler you certainly need to know what batsmen are doing wrong to try and get them out. And I think you can see that Virat Kohli's bat is not coming directly behind the ball towards the ball. It's coming slightly across towards the ball. And that creates problems. Although he's not looking to play towards the onside, because he's definitely not looking to play across the line of the ball. It's just that his bat, when facing up to the ball, is not coming from directly behind the ball towards it. It's coming almost across it, although the face of the bat is still facing the ball. I think that is something that he just may need to look at a bit, because once the ball is moving around, that can create problems. Because he's a very good player. I think this is just a slight technical flaw that needs to be ironed out.